Good afternoon, Kit. You're living in the future. I'm here in the past. How are you doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's been a beautiful day here so far, and the rain has just arrived. So I'm glad I'm indoors talking to you.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful sunny day here.
But unfortunately, all the
great.
leaves have fallen off our trees, so I can't. I don't want to swing over and show you the beautiful nature that we normally have at this time of year.
Okay, well, I'm about to see it when I hop on over.
Yes, is this your first
Yeah,
time coming to Canada?
it is my first time coming to Canada. I've wanted to come for a long time, but this I've been invited. So how could I say no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk Shadow and Bone really quick. You quickly became a fan favorite as Jesper.
Oh, well, that's really lovely.
Yes. So I want to know how much of Jesper is you and how much of it was casting direction.
I mean, there were definitely some similarities. I mean, the casting department were great, and I wasn't allowed to read very much of the script. I only got a couple of scenes to look at. One of which isn't even in the show. One of which was like a future Jasper thing, so that could appear season 5 if we ever get there. But I wasn't allowed to read very much, and then I read the books after I got the role, and I was like, oh, okay. There's a lot here that I can use. That's kind of me. And then once we actually got into the making of the show, I was able to. They were the writing team and Eric, our showrunner, and our directors were brilliant at letting me kind of improv some stuff, and I'm really happy to see that some of that has stayed in the show. And some of it doesn't make it in. That's the way that these things go, and that's no problem. But I'm really glad that some of me kind of really came through in the character, because we've definitely got some similarities. Although I'm very glad I don't have a gambling problem.
That's a good one not to have.
Exactly.
So, what do your family and friends think of your moral ambiguity with your character, where he's good, he's bad, he's a little bit kind of all over
Yeah.
the place, right? Like an anti-hero.
Yeah. I mean, I really love characters like that. I've always loved the kind of morally ambiguous kind of anti-heroes, as you say, the people that are kind of reluctant heroes in a way. They're in it for something else, and then are kind of forced to do something good. Um, I've found that fascinating all my life. I think my parents were kind of wanting me to stay on the hero path, and since Shadow and Bone, I've just gone and played a villain, so they're having to deal with that. But I think it's always more interesting, and I think my friends kind of agree with that, and they find it more exciting to watch. So I'm really glad to be in that little pocket of the show.
Now, have you started to receive stuff for season 2, because it has been renewed for a second season?
It has been renewed. We're going ahead. Understandably, now that the show has got some traction and that people really are enjoying the show, they're keeping all the scripts under lock and key. So I have a very loose idea of where it might be going. Also, because I've read the books, but also I've not been given permission to read anything yet. But hopefully, in the coming days, months, weeks, whatever it is, days, weeks, months, sorry, I should get to read something, because I am gagging to know what happens next. And I have been for 2 years since we wrapped. I've been like, what's the next episode got in store? And they haven't told me yet, but I'm hoping to kind of get that news soon.
That close.
I know, right? I know.
So another movie that you have coming out is The School of Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about that, or do they have you under lock and key for that one as well?
I mean, I think I can say a little bit about it. So, the School for Good and Evil is based on another kind of fantasy set of novels. I didn't realize I was in this niche, by Soman Shani, who's fantastic. And these books are set in a world where fairy tales are real, and all the fairy tale characters that we know are alumni of either the School for Good or Evil. And so we have a fantastic cast of Kerry Washington and Charlize Theron and Lawrence Fishburne, and some great kind of new young faces that are the leads. And I get to be the bad guy, which is great. Like, I'm kind of it's not like, if you're going to use Harry Potter as a kind of school magic kind of reference point, I'm the Voldemort. So that's great for me. Although I get to keep my nose, which I'm very kind of happy about. But it's great because I get to really be the origin of all evil and this kind of eternal being, and really get to do something that's kind of a bit different in this. There's no redeeming qualities about me this time. I've gone full evil, capes and all, magic galore, and it's directed by Paul Feig, so it's incredibly funny as well. So I had a great time with that one.
That's awesome. And just thinking about going that full evil when you were just kind of that guy that didn't know which way to go. It must be such an amazing experience just to be able to. Have you even been on set yet? Have you started filming?
We finished that. We've now wrapped that. Okay. We finished. We did that earlier this year. We were up in Belfast for about 3.5 months, and that was great. And it was really, really great to just keep it very simple and go, what would the most evil person in the world do? Okay, I'll do that. And just and what can I do to mess with the heroes that are kind of carrying this movie? What can I do to constantly poke holes in what they're doing and mess them up? And I just get to play. Like, it's a great mixture of, I guess, the Joker and Lucifer and Loki. Like, I get to look at all of these great villains that I love that have fun being evil, and I get to kind of do the same thing and take a page out of their books. So yeah, it was just a treat, really.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, me too.
That's going to be awesome. Do you have anything else coming up other than?
Yeah, so there's a horror film I did just before that, which should be arriving hopefully early 2022, called The Origin. That's a prehistoric movie. There's a spear in the background that is from that film.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole film is in a completely made up language, and it's a really dark tale. And so it's very different from what I've done, very emotional tale. So I've got that coming out. School for Good and Evil will happen hopefully next year. And also I've just wrapped on a movie called The Beautiful Game, which is about football or soccer. And it's about this thing called the Homeless World Cup. And it's a real thing where they get homeless people every year from all over the world and get them to compete in a international football tournament. And so this is about the England team, this group of homeless guys, coached by Bill Nighy, going to Rome and trying to win this tournament. And so it'll be like a fun sport kind of summer movie. So yeah, I've got that one coming up too.
Wow, that's amazing. That sounds like that's fun. And you're about to start filming that one.
That one I literally wrapped like a week ago. So the next thing I will be shooting, I'm now got my time off, and I've had, strangely in COVID, I've been very lucky. I've been able to shoot 3 movies, and now I got a little bit of a break before Shadow and Bone season 2.
And then you're coming to Fan Expo in Toronto. You're going to get to meet all the crazy fans.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it, because I've done a couple of these kind of Zoom things with people, and that's great because you can connect with people globally. But I'm really excited to meet some people face to face and geek out about stuff. And also, I'm a fan. Like, I'm really giddy to kind of meet some of the other guests that are going to be there and just tell them how much I love their work. And I'll probably be very, very annoying, but I really look forward to kind of taking part in the whole thing.
No, it's great to be a fan and then somebody who's in the business as well, because you can see both sides of it. You know the limits and stuff like that. So I will definitely swing by and say hi to you, because I will be there.
Please do. Yeah, I'm also hoping that I can get if I've got little windows of time, if I can just go and see some stuff, because I want to see. I feel like I'm gonna have to go in disguise a little bit, but I'm gonna want to kind of see some stuff and explore.
Yeah, well, have a safe trip, and thanks for spending some time with us today.
No, thank you, Shane. Have a lovely day.
You as well.
Bye-bye.